It is time for episode 77 of Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall. My name is Brownie and I'm your podcast host. On today's episode, I'm catching up with the beautiful Monuments' Andrea Skoumbri to chat all about their brand new album, I'm the Reaper, which is the band's second album and it comes out on June 28th through Grayscale Records. Now, we have loved following the story of these girls who we first met at Big Sound back in 2017. From there, they've found the right lineup, and they are putting out some really hard-hitting and emotionally attached songs that fans are resonating with so quickly, and their progression as musicians really needs to be seen to be believed. So far, they've gone from playing really small shows to supporting the likes of In Heart's Wake, Tonight Alive, and even playing the Download Festival in Sydney and Melbourne here in Australia. We'll go into detail about the second album and how it's connected to the very first one they put out a couple of years back. Plus, Perth prog rockers Make Way for Man have finally emerged after 3 years with a brand new song. Check it out. Well, technically the song isn't brand new. They've actually done a cover of a fantastic artist from about 10 years ago. I'll give you all the details about that and play it in full a little bit later on. Plus give you details on who's touring the country and what's making news this week. But right now, let's officially kick it off with these guys here, one of the most inspirational bands in metalcore, The Ghost Inside with Engine 45 on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Searching for Hey, this is Boston Manor.
And you're listening to Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall.
Latest one for Boston Manor, teaming up with John Floreani from Trophy Eyes. That's Liquid on Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall. And yes, I made a fuck up when I said that the two were touring. It wasn't a tour announcement they were teasing on Twitter, it was that song there. So for that, I apologise. I've made an idiot of myself at Wall of Sound's Facebook page, and hopefully we can all move on from this and get on with our lives, alright? Stop ripping into me. Another band I want you guys to check out as well too is Pridelands from Melbourne. Now these guys are coming up in the metalcore scene, very much similar to what Thornhill have done, making a name for themselves and opening for similar bands. They also scored a slot on the Unify Festival earlier on this year. They're also taking this new single out on the road down Australia's east coast throughout the rest of June. You can find out all the tour dates at wallofsoundau.com. Just search for Pridelands. But this is their brand new single Dark Sources on Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall.
Impossible to say we are running down, we're meeting up with
Hey, this is Marcus from North Lane, and you're listening to Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Never asked to be a burden, but you pressed and didn't leave. Although the time is marching on, I never seem to learn that hope doesn't put out the flame, it only makes it burn. What if I wanted to go? Bury this just for the show. What if I wanted to know what it takes to save this? They say to see the world in color is to truly pay light. Never seen too much that canvas. I've only seen it black and white. They say to see the world in color is to truly pay light. Never seen too much that canvas. I've only seen it black and white. I don't want you to fix me. Would tell me that I'm dreaming. I just want you to hear me. I'm speaking volumes till my lungs give way. The message lingers. Are you listening? They say to see the world in color is to truly pay light. Never seen too much that canvas. I've only seen it black and white. I've only seen it black and white. I've only seen it black and white.
That right there was the debut single for Bad Love, featuring Marcus Bridge of North Lane. Now, if you grew up listening to bands like Anne Boleyn, 30 Seconds to Mars and Sayers In, that band there are exactly what you've been looking for on an Australian side of things. And the members themselves are made up of former and current members of bands like Make Them Suffer, Wither, Dream on Dreamer, and more. It's great they've burst into the scene with that debut song there, The World in Colour, and I'm keen to see what else they have behind them, so keep an eye on them. Bad Love is their name. Another band that's been doing the rounds for a little bit recently is Headstrong. They're a Sydney pop-punk band akin to that of like Trophy Eyes, early Blink-182 and The Wonder Years. They put out their new single Distant, which we put online earlier on this week at wallofsoundau.com. Go check out the video, but until that point, we're getting the song on right now for you. This is new stuff for Headstrong. Distant on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Great affection, codependence, and vulnerability, all of which I try to keep myself from experiencing. I
Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall with Brownie.
I open my eyes, I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't stand the pain, and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? Everybody's screaming, I try to make a sound, but no one hears me. I'm slipping off the edge, I'm hanging by a thread. I wanna start this over again. So I try to hold on to a time when nothing mattered, and I can't explain what happened, and I can't erase the things that I've done. No, I can't. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
A throwback for all of you emo kids out there, that Simple Plan, Untitled, on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall. They are working on album number 6 right now, and David DeRosier, who recently took 2 years off from the band, has announced his return after taking a couple of years off for his mental health. Now, this wasn't exactly reported, but it wasn't exactly secret from the band. Obviously, when they toured Australia last year for the anniversary tour of No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls, he was visibly absent, sending a lot of fans into a frenzy wondering where he was. He obviously just needed time to get himself back on track again, but he's back and fighting and ready to record this new album with the band. Once again, everyone needs a bit of time to themselves, so if you need help with your own mental well-being, please get in touch with organisations like Lifeline, Beyond Blue, or just Google your local crisis support hotline. Now, Hellions have a couple of new songs out this week, but they're actually B-sides from the Rue recording process that didn't quite make the album, but were released on a later vinyl issue. Now, we do know that since guitarist Matt Gravelin has left the band after their last tour, the rest of the boys are taking a much needed break before they come back as a 3-piece and show us something different for the band too. I for one can't wait to see what these guys do, but this is one of the last songs they released as a 4-piece. Continental Drift, New Hellions on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Can I still want her hands? I remember her first steps. It's astonishing to me. She grew so elegantly. running fingers through her hair. She's cold and I can't leave her yet. My child, are you hearing me? Put something in your stomach, try to breathe for me if you can. I can't imagine all the grief you harbor in your head. You told me things hadn't been the same, but that surely you'd make amends. I know you weren't on the best of terms with her back then. Can it ever be the same when we're burdened by the weight of empty space? The timpani roll off our death. Feel the walls of our home like insects, and those wings that fluttering. Can it ever be the same when we're burdened by the weight of empty space? The timpani roll off our death. Feel the walls of our heart like insects, and those wings that fly. Can it ever be the same when we're burdened by the weight of empty space? The timpani roll on our death. Feel the walls of the home like insects, and those wings that fluttering.
You're listening to Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Empty habits leading to the selfish havoc. I'm lonely in my own bones. You're unweaving where you stand. Stitch me into all your plans, just like a cherry stone. Temporary fleeting thrills keep me bruised and make me ill. My skin has lavender tones. Tell me I'm a loaded gun. Tie me up and come undone. I could cover it up. 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 I know I'm not on death, but I just want it. I'm trying to do my best. I'm picking fights with it. I wanna be upset. You're not alright with it. I could cover it up. I could cover it. I'm trying to speak my mind, but she was by design. And I can only confess to having doubts with it. Don't wanna feel regret. I'm not alright with it. I could cover it up. I could cover it.
know those bands that sit right in front of your eyes and you don't notice it until the last minute? That's my relationship with Stand Atlantic. That's them there on Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall with their song Lavender Bones. Right now, let's get into Andy.
Hey guys, it's Andy from the Beautiful Monument, and you're listening to Wall of Sound Up Against the Wall.
Don't do this for us, just do it for you. 'Cause if you want this more than we will want it to. What have we done to deserve this? To do this from the start.
We've been waiting to see some big things from the Beautiful Monument, and the one thing I dislike about the band is they know how to keep a secret. So here to chat all about the new album they held from us for so long is Andrea Skoumbri from the Beautiful Monument. Welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
Very good. All right, so you girls are very tight-lipped when it comes to anything you're pushing forward in future. Not even a slip to, I would dare say that we're mates, right, Andy?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
You kept it, like, from everyone, and then all of a sudden you announced the album on the Reaper and just built all this hype behind it. Why did you keep it so tight from everyone and away from the world?
Well, originally when we were recording, we actually posted a few photos and said that album number 2 was coming. And then it actually ended up being a longer process than we thought. We started the recording process end of 2017 and finished end of 2018. So there was just a long period in the middle where we had to change up a few things we were doing. And yep, I guess that's why information slowed down on it. But it's here now, it's coming.
It's great, yeah. I already heard it too, and I cannot wait for everyone else to hear it. How do you feel the band has progressed since that first album on the Sin?
Musically, I think it's progressed. I think we've grown a bit since then. And considering we've got a new lineup as well, so that's obviously changed a little bit too. Even though Amy and Alex weren't around for the recording process of I'm the Reaper, but we were lucky that they liked the songs and they were happy with what we were doing. And
there was no issues of them going, nah, I'm not going to play this. I don't want to play this on stage, that kind of thing.
I mean, they have their favorites and they have their least favorites, but it's not a standstill.
How was that for you and Lizzie, for example? There's massive changes with the band from when you first started and when we first caught up at Big Sound back in 2017. Were you ever worried about the future of the Beautiful Monument?
We were when we went through that process of not knowing what we're going to do, if we're going to find new members or how the band's going to continue. But it ended up coming together pretty quick in the end, and we had to go through a learning process with learning how to play with each other on stage. We were all friends beforehand, but it's very different to playing music and rehearsing and spending a lot of time together.
Yeah.
But it worked out well, and I think our lineup's the strongest it's been.
Yeah, and look, you take a look at what's happened. I mean, signing the Grayscale Records, did you ever in your right mind ever believe that the band would take you to this part where, you're signed to a label, you're putting out a new record, and you're just getting on, all these tours left, right, and centre?
It was always, when I started playing music, it was always a dream, but it was never something I consciously thought of. I was always just excited to be recording music and doing videos and playing shows. And it was in the back of my mind. And then when it started becoming more real, I was like, oh, this could actually be a thing. And
look, your parents, they obviously back you with everything they do. Are they more supportive now that you've got that signing?
You know what? My parents are very, very old school Greek. My mom. So my dad is the worst with it. And he continually still tells me that music should just be a hobby. I think it makes it worse, the fact that I went and did a bachelor in biological sciences.
Oh, geez,
and then
all right.
Decided to play in a band, so...
So until you bring home that aria, it's still going to be it's just a side job, essentially.
I still think even then he'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's good for you when you're getting, a real job.
It's always hard to please the parents, and look, talking about that, there's a lot of themes on this album which obviously go personal for yourselves, for the band as well too, and one song in particular, the single Stay, that came out, this was obviously about Lizzie's growing up and the arguments between her parents and that. Is it hard for you to sit down and write all these songs together, sharing that side of your life so early in your career, or do you feel like it's important and something that needs to be heard around the world and what's going on in your lives?
I think it's good to write about that stuff because it's mostly Liz's stories and she's going to be the one that needs to be singing them for I don't know how many years. So if she's not resonating with the song or if she's not telling a story that she enjoys, then I think that's when you can pull away from music a bit. It's definitely always hard hearing some of her lyrics. There's a song from the first album, Ashes, that had probably made me cry the first time she played it to me, an acoustic guitar. And that just deals with drug abuse and her brother and some things that happened to her family. So it's definitely not a good time hearing them for the first time, but I think it's important that you sing these songs that mean something to you.
Yeah, and then you get them out there, and then that's when the relatability comes in. You have these people who go, this is just like my life, and I relate to that so much. And then you see these people at the shows, and you're on stage, and they're singing these words back to you. That's obviously got to be such a fucking surreal experience. I mean, so early into your career as well.
Yes, definitely.
But look, let's take a look at some of this stuff that the Beautiful Monument has done. Let's get on that single we spoke about before. This is Stay on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Said I was messed up and you blamed her. You walked away and you put this on me. I was troubled and this was your fault, but she did nothing wrong. Oh, you couldn't go. You used that excuse you could not fight. It's easy to throw the blame to be right now, but now that I'm older and this has blown over, I learned that this was never my fight. Talk to us for us, just do it for you, 'cause if you want this love then we will want it too. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to stay. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to. But it was that moment that we both knew that moving would bring me closer to you. I know you well, and I know you tried to get me to stay. Get me to stay. I'll pack up my bags and never be seen. It took a long time for me to come clean, yeah. But now that I'm older and this has blown over, I learned that this was never my fight. Talk to us for us, just do it for you, 'cause if you want this love then we will want it too. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to stay. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to stay. I need you to stay. It took a long time for me to come closer. I need you to stay. It took a long time for me to come closer. Talk to us for us, just do it for you, 'cause if you want this love then we will want it too. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to stay. Talk to us for us, I'll do what you say. I know you well, I know that you're just going to.
That's Stay from the Beautiful Monuments' new album, I'm the Reaper. It is out June 28 via Grayscale Records. Now, the Beautiful Monument, when we first met, it was Big Sound 2017, and I'm gonna say, like, when I first met you, you were very shy girls. You were sort of like taking everything in around you at this music junket, so to say, in Brisbane. And from there, I've seen you grow on stage, and you've just turned into these like badass chicks who are so keen to have their voices and music heard. And does it make it easier when you see more people come to the shows, or for you, like, where does that growth come from, and that ability to jump on stage and have that passion behind you?
Honestly, like, I think I touched on it slightly before, but having our new lineup has brought a lot of confidence to us all, I think, because we never really felt like we had a full band or a proper lineup. It was always like something feels missing. So having that for the first time when we played Unify 2018, just like really let us grow.
And from there, you've played Download Fucking Festival, which was a massive fucking achievement for the band as well too, playing both Sydney and Melbourne dates, and seeing all those people who came out to your sets. What was that like?
It was great. I always get the most anxious about shows, and especially when you're playing a festival, you know that people aren't necessarily there to see you. So I never like have any expectations of what the turnout or the reception will be. And then we started playing Sydney, and it was just the best thing I could have hoped for. We had some dude crowd surf in a wheelchair. Everyone was lifting him up, and it was sick.
No, that's great. I mean, like, you're going to come across all of these memories. I mean, because it's not obviously your first walk in the park. You said before you played Unify, which is great too. And from there, you've also toured with In Heart's Wake and Tonight Alive. So, you know what you're doing. And I guess it's great to sort of see that reception for people coming and more people coming each time you play. Alright, so the genre crossing on the last album kind of continues on into this one, and talking about continuation, the album title is linked to the first one, so obviously I'm the Sin, I'm the Reaper, the lyrics to Sins. What was the idea behind continuing on the title like that with the album titles?
We actually decided the title back in 2016 when we had just finished recording I'm the Sin. We were sitting down with Sonny Truelove, who produced I'm the Sin, and we were just talking about what the album should be called, and Sins was one of the last songs we did, and we were just talking, and someone had said we should call it I'm the Sin, and then immediately we were like, the next album should be I'm the Reaper, and then we have sort of like a unity between the two. That title was decided many years ago before we'd even like thought about the next album.
And so are the albums connected lyrically and story-wise, or are they two completely different stories?
There's a song or two that do continue a story from I'm the Sin, but the rest of them are mostly new songs. Like new stories, yeah. In
saying that, with the album itself, is there a song on there that you cannot wait for people to hear? So, this is something that we can talk about now to build a bit of hype. When obviously people go hear the album, they can go straight for that one and go, that's the one Andy was talking about. Is there one that you just absolutely love?
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's meant to be our next release. And so I'm very excited for it because it's probably the most different song on I'm the Reaper and I'm the Sin. And to me, it holds a special meaning. So I'm curious to see what people think of it. Whether they like it or not, though, like it's still one of my favorite things. It means a lot to me. A few years ago, we all lost one of our best friends. His name was Justin Nickel, and there is a song about him on I'm the Sin, and this one is a similar meaning, but it was a heartbreaking song for me. So
yeah, so kind of like a continuation of his story or his legacy.
Yeah, it's just like he never got to see like all the things he was managing us back like when we had our EP before we knew what we were doing or anything, and he was always so excited. He was like the biggest encourager for us, and he's not getting to see anything that we've been doing, all the big shows or the festivals, and it kills us a little bit. So this one's for him.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and we have seen you posting about him on your social media accounts as well too. So from an outsider's perspective, and I guess those close to you and the fans would actually back you and your claims and say you're doing amazing things, and he would absolutely be proud of everything you've done so far. So take that with you moving forward with everything you do.
Thank you.
So what's next for the band? Obviously, Lizzie has mentioned in the past that there's going to be another tour on the way soon, that kind of thing. Can we expect anything revealed, or have you got something in mind that you would love to do?
At the moment, really, I think the album tour is the only thing coming up, which should be around August, if I'm correct. But nothing's locked in yet. So I would love to tell you these are the dates and this is what we're doing, but it's not that easy as a band all the time. Yeah,
no, that's fine. And look, going by your first headline shows and the amount of people that turned out to that's that obviously shows that there's a want and need for you girls to hit the road again. So would you be open to touring as much as physically possible, or are you still unfortunately stuck in your day jobs and you've got to adhere to that?
Oh no, definitely. I think at the start of the year we all said what we hoped to get most out of this year, and it was touring. So we would all love to go and do that.
All right, perfect. Well, we can't wait to see you on the road. One more thing before we go. For the fans who obviously are waiting for this album, what's the one thing that you hope that they will take from this album when they hear it?
I hope you can get something out of it, and maybe at least one or two songs can mean something to you. Obviously, we're not like self-help professionals or anything like that, but music has the chance to really help people, and it would be great if, something meant someone to someone somewhere.
I personally cannot wait for fans to check out this album. It is great. Andy from the beautiful Monument, all the best with the release, and we'll catch you soon.
Thank you very much. We'll talk soon.
I dropped to the floor and was left with nothing else to say. I'm going insane, and that will never change. I can't believe you fade away. from me, and I don't wanna give in. How do I let it go when it feels so goddamn far from you? 2 years since we last spoke, my friend. 2 years since the burn of lights. This is all too real. Everything felt before is not the same. Your friends will never be okay. When I answered that call, my whole life changed. Don't wanna let you go from me, and I don't wanna give in. How do I let you go when it feels so goddamn far from you? Don't wanna give in. How do I let go when it feels so goddamn far from you? Why'd you leave? I just can't lose you. How can I face it? I'm scared out of my mind. You go. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Oh, it breaks my heart. Nothing hurts like losing someone you can't get back. All I have is this stupid voicemail you left on my phone. I have to listen to it every time. I start to forget what you sounded like right before you took your last breath. Right before you took your last breath. Give in. How do I let go when it feels so goddamn far from you? Why'd you leave? I just can't lose you. How can I face it? I'm scared out of my mind. You go. It breaks my heart.
Wall of sound up against the wall.
Ones and zeros fill my eyes. Am I supposed to be like everybody else? A prisoner of my own mind. Should I give up? Should I give up? I try to smile, try to fight, just say I'm okay. But every day feels like a hurricane. Yeah, I was born in the rain. Yeah, I was born in the rain.
When Everything Means Nothing by Fit for a King on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall. And if you have been living under a rock with those guys, they put out their album Dark Skies last year, and that's the latest single from it. Melodic metal at its absolute best, and I'm keen to see these guys head to Australia soon, so hopefully they announce something in the next few months. But time for some new music. I got the brand new one for Perth band Make Them Suffer on the way. It's a fucking absolute banger of a track, and a fantastic heavy return to form for them too. But also from Perth are the band Make Way for Man. They put out a song earlier on this week, and it wasn't exactly a new song, but it's a cover of the Our City classic Fireflies. Now this song was big about 10 years ago. You could technically call Our City a one-hit wonder on the back of this song. He did have a follow-up one that came out afterwards, but it didn't do as well as this one here. And look, also in the past, I know that Sienna Skies have done a cover of this song, but I think this one officially takes the cake. It's got everything you want in it. Breakdowns, double kicking, screaming, melodic singing. I can't talk about it anymore, let's just get it on right now. This is brand new Make Way for Man, covering Our City's Fireflies. On Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
If 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep, 'cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You think we're rude, but I would just stand still.
Oh, I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems.
I get 1,000 hugs, 10,000 lightning bugs as they try to teach me how to dance. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Everything is never as it seems. I fall asleep. Take me away from that. I feel like such a loss from the earth. Take me away from that. Until I swear that it's safe. Take me away from that. Until I asleep. 10 million fireflies, and we're 'cause I hate goodbyes. I got misty eyes, this and farewell. I know we're several of my dreams get real bizarre. 'Cause I saved a few and I keep them in a jar. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Everything is never as it seems. I fall asleep. I'd like to make myself believe that Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Everything is never as it seems. I fall asleep. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say, I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because my dreams are bursting at the seams.
Hey, this is Booker and Sean from Make Them Suffer.
And you're listening to Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall.
Make Them Suffer. That one's Hollowed Heart on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall, and they're doing their tour across Australia right now, and shows are selling out all across the place, which goes to show there is a want and a need for Make Them Suffer, not only here in Australia, but with their international audiences too. No word yet on if they're working on an album that this song will come from, but we'll keep you posted on all of that at wallofsoundau.com once we get that information. But that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for checking us out. Don't forget to give this podcast a like, subscribe to it, tell your mates about it, share it around, whatever it might be, and help spread the word of Wall of Sound. On the next episode, I'm bloody stoked to reveal that I've been trying to track this band down for an interview since they first announced they were getting back together again, and it finally happened. Tony Campos from Static X are bringing the band to Australia for not only an anniversary tour, but a memorial to their former frontman Wayne Static, who sadly passed away back in 2014. And yes, I go into all the nitty-gritty details about this tour, whether it's a cash grab, whether it's something special to them, and how they went about getting this idea, and maybe a couple of clues about who could be fronting the band, because this information has not been revealed to the public yet. We'll also talk about their forthcoming album, Project Regeneration, and find out an update on where they are with that. But to get you ready for that episode, I'm going to get on this track here, which no doubt they're going to be playing on this Australian tour when it kicks off across Australia in August. This is Static X, Bled for Days, on Wall of Sound, Up Against the Wall. My name is Brownie. I'll catch you next week.